So welcome to what I can only imagine will be my first YouTube video. If it's not, then thank you for watching my first YouTube video and welcome to this one. So today I'm just going to be taking you guys through how I got this look. This is my everyday makeup look that I wear for shooting. It's not too extravagant, it's just what I do every day pretty much, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So if you want to see how I did this marvelous makeup look, keep watching. Okay, so first thing I do when I put on my makeup, I put on a little primer most days. So today I'm going to use this one. It's by Napoleon. It's the Autopilot Pre-Foundation Skin Primer. I've really been liking it. It's nice and like moisturizing, I've found anyway. So I just like rub it in with my fingers. So next I go in with my foundation. The one I'm using at the moment and I'm really liking is the Face and Body Foundation by MAC. I use the shade C3. I find it's just like really dewy. It doesn't cover too much, but it does like obviously you can tell you're wearing makeup, but it just like blends into your skin so nicely and I'm loving it. I also blended in with this brush here. It's a 170 by MAC. Just bear with me guys, I am no makeup artist, but this is just what I do every day. I also sprayed the brush first with this Fix Plus All Day Hydrating Spray. This one also has vitamin C in it. Yeah, so it's like a really good one. It's from MAC, it's brand new, and it's so good. It's called Fix Plus Magic Radiance, and it's like sparkly. So then I just take the bottle and I like pour it onto my face like this and then like try to beat it before it drips everywhere. So obviously once you're done, see, I find it's like a really light coverage, not too much. I really do not like cakey makeup or feel like I'm suffocating, so for me this is like perfect, and you can always just go over with a bit of powder and concealer for places you want more coverage. So I then go in with concealer to go over the parts. Like I have a couple of little breakouts going on here. I always break out on this side of my face. I don't know why, if it's hormonal or if it's my pillow. I have to mix things up a little bit, but I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm really liking it. I'm testing it out, so for now I really like it, and I've got the color NC42, and I'm just using this Morphe brush. It's M510. It's really fluffy, and again I spray the brush before I use it. I find like a little bit of this goes a long way, so I just pump it onto my hand and then pat it under my eye and then buff it out. I feel like concealer, I always struggled with putting on concealer. Like I never knew how, and I always did it way too thick and it would just crease. I think I'm finally learning. Less is more, guys. I also put it on my eyelids so that when I put on any eyeshadow, it sticks really well to it. That's what I find anyway. I also like to do the sides of my nose because my nose always gets really red, so I just like to put a little layer of concealer on top of it so that it like sort of hides that redness. Okay, cool. So once that's done, I go over with a little bit of powder in the places that I normally get like oily throughout the day. Not majorly oily, but just like shiny. So the powder I'm using is also from MAC. So I'm trialing out a lot of their products, and so far I'm really liking them. It's medium golden mineralized skin finish, and if you can see that, it looks like this. It's really pretty. So I am also using this brush from MAC 150S. I don't know if you guys want to know the brush names. I'm just going to tell you anyway. So I just pop it here, not directly under my eye, because when I do that, I find that my under eyes tend to go all wrinkly, so I just leave that out. Alright, cool. So once I've done that, I go in with bronzer. So I'm also, again, trying out a lot of MAC products. So I've also Give Me Sun here by MAC. So if you wanted a vegan alternative, the Mecca Max Dream Queen palette is obviously vegan, and it does have some bronzy shades you can use as a bronzer. So you could use these colors here. I've used that as a bronzer before, and it's really nice and matte as well. So I might mix the two together today. So I'm just going to take the Give Me Sun first and like dab it. Please don't take anything I do like too seriously, because like I said, this is just what I do every day that works for me. Literally the same thing every day. So I just pat it all around my face pretty much and down. And buff it out. I think I need a thinner brush for bronzer. This is like massive. Normally it's not this big. I have my own weird things that I do. Sorry if you're like all you makeup artists watching going, what the hell is she doing? Alright, cool. So I might take a bit of the Mecca Max one, which is the color, I think it's the color Peace. So it's called Peace. And it's just like a little bit more matte and a little bit darker as well. Warmer, I should say. Alright, cool. So that's my bronzer pretty much done. Yeah. I think that looks not too bad. Blend some in with your neck, fake tan, whatever you got going on. Ears. So I chose to do my hair like this today. I'm like kind of loving it at the moment. The hair slicked back. It's just so easy and is not in the way of your face. I just really like it. Okay, so next I'm taking this. I used the blush from this NARS palette. I'm not sure if it's old, but I use this little color. I think it's called Esoteric. It's like this peachy color. I really love peach blushes. Like majorly love them. And I just take it with this like tapered brush. It's called Flush Brush. It's a Mecca Max brush. And I just like dab it in there, tap it off and smile and apply it from the like apples of my cheeks up. So I usually do this as a base. Yeah, it's cheesy, I fall and smile. And then once I do go in with the peachy blush, I also put some on my nose. I don't know if that's a thing, but it like makes you look like you've just been like sun-kissed and you've been out in the sun. So I'm also going to take the color Wonder from the Mecca Max Dream Queen palette. It's like really fun and pink, and tap it off a lot and then just go over the top with that. I think it just gives like a nice like pinky tone. I like a lot of blush. Some people don't like it at all, but I like love it. I think it makes you look like you've just been running, or just like young and youthful. Okay, cool. So once that's done, highlighter, I go in with highlighter. So I'm going to use today a highlighter from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Quad. It's meant to be blush, but I use it as highlighter. So I'm using number 2, which is Brilliant Nude. Tap it off. And just apply it there. So I just like run it down my cheekbone. I would love some advice. If you guys can give me any, please. It is welcome. So next up I do my eyeshadow, and I'm not kidding when I say I do the exact same eyeshadow every single day. Like when I shoot, it's just like my go-to makeup look. So first I take the bronzer that I've used, whatever bronzer it is. So today it's the Give Me Sun, and I get like this like fluffy brush. This one is from Mecca Max as well, and it's the eye blending brush. And I just like circle it around, tap it off. I'm doing this on my white bedspread, not ideal. And then I just brush that into the crease. So it's like my base. So I don't know. This is what I do. It works for me, guys. Yeah, just feel like it ties in really nicely with your bronzer, and it like ties your whole makeup look together. And then under the eye, and then do the same to the other eye. Alright, cool. So then that's like sort of my base, and then I go from there with some more eyeshadow. So the colors I've been using is from the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I like love this. These colors are like my favorite. So I've been using the colors Swarm and Keeper. So they're these two. I sort of mix them together and that just forms the basis for my lids. It's just a nice like honey color. Natural looking. Maybe a bit more of the lighter color in the corner and the darker color on the outside. And then I also use this under my eyes. So normally I use a different brush to this, but I'm just going to take this color here. It's like a medium-ish brown. And I just like put it under my eyelid. It's just like a base for my under eye. And then last step, because I'm terrible at eyeliner, I take the darkest shade in the palette, which is called Sting, and mix it with like a lighter brown, and then I just like pretty much fake eyeliner because I'm like terrible at it. Every time I do it, it just does not end well. And usually they're pretty similar, identical. It does make a difference when you go in with mascara, which is what we're going to do now. So what I've been using on my eyelashes is this by Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush, and what it means by that is that it starts off as like a straight brush and you can twist it into a curly brush. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. So I start off with a straight brush and I go in and give that a like first coat. So that's like my first coat. I'm gonna do my other eye. So I go in with another mascara. This one is by MCO Beauty. It's called Extend Lash. I just find any brush, any mascara that is kind of a little bit more gooier, let's say, with like a bit more of a fluffier brush works really well like as your second coat, because then you can like go on top and also like on top of the lashes and curl it out, which is what I tend to do, and then like brush them out. You just gotta like work with it a lot. So that like is a lot more dramatic once you like sort of separate them a bit more. But I always find with mascara 2 coats is always better than 1. So yeah, that's probably how it normally looks. A lot fluffier compared to that, which is why I do it. So I'm gonna go do the second eye. This eye always ends up being less like dramatic than this eye. I don't know why. I use the exact same amount of mascara. Why you do this? Okay. Okay, so that's pretty much what my eyelashes look like at the end of applying mascara. If anything, I just go back in with this brush because it's a little bit more spread out and like just fluff them out a bit more, or like even them out if they're like sticking together. I definitely spend the most time on mascara, but I feel like they make such a difference. Okay, so that's pretty much mascara done. Okay, onto brows. At the moment there's like a couple of products I've been using. I don't know why, it's just they all seem to work really well together and I haven't found one product that can do all of it. So I start off with Billion Dollar Brows, the Universal Brow Pencil. So it looks like this little twisty thing. So I just go in with this and I sort of outline my eyebrows and like draw, like brush up kind of strokes just to like outline it, and then I brush it out. So fun fact, I had chickenpox when I was little and I got a chickenpox right here in my eyebrow, and obviously I scratched them and it's like made the hair in my eyebrow never grow back. So I have like a bald spot here, which I always have to fill out, but that's okay. Alright, cool. So once that's done, I just take this other end of the pencil and brush it out. It does work really well, I find, and it looks kind of natural. Don't worry about that, we'll fix that later. Yeah, so I love fluffy brows. Big, bushy, fluffy brows. I don't know if that's your vibe, but that's definitely mine. So next I've been taking this little thing. It's this little tool. It's called Brow Tech Shaping Powder by Smashbox. And this just sort of gives it a little bit more darker definition. I have been liking the darker brows recently. So I just take it and like brush through them. And I find it just gives it like a little bit more of a defined darker. You can see the difference already. So I only do that, just brush through it a little bit. It just makes them darker and I really like it at the moment. So yeah, I can never get my eyebrows to match ever, so I've given up. So then you brush it out again. And they might look messy now, but you go in and clean them. We'll fix it, don't worry. Very full-on bushy eyebrows. That's just my jam, okay? Last step, I go in with either of my brow gels that I've been using, which one is Hourglass Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, which works really well. It's got a really fluffy brush. Before that, I did use the Glossier Boy Brow, which is just like finished. I got this in LA. I need to go back there just to get Boy Brow. So I'm going to use this one, the Hourglass one. Just brush them up like they need to be fluffier. Okay, so they're pretty fluffy right now. So then I take the concealer again. I put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I take this Morphe M167 brush. It's sort of like, looks like a concealer brush. And I like pat it in the concealer. And then just like neaten them up a little bit. Which might seem stupid because I just spent all that time making them fluffy and stuff. But I find if you just like sort of neaten them a little bit, it makes a difference. Okay, cool. So you could probably spend forever on your eyebrows. I know I probably could. But then I just do that. And then I take my eyeshadow brush again and just go in with that like lighter color. And just sort of like blend in that concealer I put on under. Alright, so the last little thing I'm going to do, because it's a new step in my routine, but I thought I'd take the time to show you guys how I've been using it. So this is that little Freck product. If you follow me, you would have seen on my Instagram, I got it the other week. It looks like this. It's like a little paintbrush. It's really cute. So what I've been doing is I've just been giving myself some little fake freckles. So I just like dab it onto my face. It looks like it's a disaster right now. But then I just take my finger and do that. And it's sort of like, well, apart from that section, sort of like disperses them and like softens them a little bit. And then you can just go in where you feel like there's a spot missing. I already have quite a few like natural sort of beauty marks, spots, I don't know. But I just thought it was like a cute little addition to your everyday look, really. I find that on your nose is the hardest to do because you can like easily slip. I like really love it. My boyfriend is not as much of a fan as I am. Okay, so I don't know. I find it's really cute. I don't know, that's if you want to add this. You don't have to add this step. I just think it's a cute little addition. I'm just going to go in with a MAC lipstick in the shade Cosmo and just pop it on. So it's a bit darker than what I normally go for. But then I just put on the Mecca Max Gloss Boss gloss. It's just in like the clear Shine Time color. And I just do that. These are literally my favorite glosses, all the Mecca Max ones. I just like really glossy lips. I just finish off the look also with just that Fix Plus again. Yep, cool. You're ready to shoot. That's how I go about my face, my makeup. Yes, so if you watch this whole thing, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to make some more videos to share with you guys, just some more everyday kind of fashion and lifestyle stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.